Hello, welcome to this short video showing the problem with the standard Avid brakes. So here we can see the rudder pedals and my size 9 shoes, and I'll put the left rudder fully in, and you can see here that my foot on the right rudder is actually applying the brake at the top of the rudder pedal. Now, of course, I could fairly unnaturally bring my foot to this position here to avoid it, but this is really difficult to achieve and quite uncomfortable, and one has to have the presence of mind to actually do it, particularly when landing and taking off. The other option is to put one's feet so the toes are on the rudder pedals, like so, and then when one wants to use the brakes, to raise them up like this. Again, quite an unnatural and uncomfortable position to be in, and again one has to have the presence of mind to adjust your toes to just be on the rudder pedals and not on the brakes. So this is the problem that people have, and inadvertently applying the brake can be a big problem, as I've found out to my cost. So for instance, if you're deviating to the left, you put full right rudder in and the left pedal comes towards you and the brake is applied. As the rudder authority reduces, as the speed decays, the brake authority does not decrease and one turns left quite sharply. So here we have the new brake setup. I have a handbrake here. This is a Matco hand master cylinder, and it's connected here to a T-piece coming up to these valves here. Now these are actually two parking brake valves, Black Max parking brake valves, and they're oriented in such a way that this lever operates both of them but in the opposite sense. So when the lever is in the central position, as so, then we get braking on both wheels. In the left position we get braking on the port wheel. In the right position, braking only on the starboard wheel. So in the middle it's straight ahead braking, and for takeoff and landing we have a safety lock here that makes sure we can't have just a single brake operating. So for normal operations it's in the central position and the hand lever operates it. If we want to maneuver in a tight situation, we can put this over here, and when we're ready, apply the brake, and in this case the port wheel will brake and we can make a shaft turn to the left. I've amalgamated the new brake setup with a flap position indicator or détente. The standard Avid has a flap lever that is just controlled by friction, and you've got to watch that friction or it can slip, and so one either needs an indicator or, in this case, a positive détente. Here we have a lever and there's a spring on it. We push that lever in and we can move it up to the next position here. Further press, we come up to full flap, which is 15 degrees. So here we have 7.5 degrees, and here we have no flap. The whole of this setup is printed in a carbon fibre reinforced PETG, which has been 3D printed. It's a very strong material, very stable and rigid.